All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Friday morning. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed as Bitcoin is getting a bit of a pump, and we need to talk about it because as the title says, this is absolutely critical. This is absolutely critical, guys. And we're going to be discussing exactly what we need to be expecting with this Bitcoin price action. First of all, a huge shout out to our sponsors of the channel. First of all, Market Cipher, best indicator on TradingView, and we're going to be talking about what Market Cipher is saying right now. Also, a huge shout out to ZOOMEX, MEXC, and BingX, the 3 exchanges I am currently trading on. Also, a huge shout out to the Casper Crew VIP Discord, JasonCasperTrading.com, to join the community, plus a whole bunch of educational content there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. First of all, a major shout out to BitBueno, who says LFG. A major shout out to Tim. He says, bless you all. Huge shout out to Pragmatic Man. He says, good morning. God bless you, Jason, in Jesus' name. May you also be blessed in Jesus' name. Shout out to Diamond Hands Darrow, who says, Russian bomber over Alaska. What does that mean? Who the heck knows? Never even heard of it. Can you long and short on ZOOMEX? Yes, in fact, I'm doing it right now as we speak. I am long and short on ZOOMEX at the same time. All right. Also, you can do it on BingX as well, guys. All right. Over on BingX as well, you can long and short at the same time. Okay, so huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. We got about 500 people in here as usual. If we can get it up to 1,000 likes during the first half hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. Shout out to Sam Pelikian. Shout out to KC. He says, Gareth Soloway has cut his man bun. Do you think that's caused the increase in price action? Well, I do. As we know, the Bitcoin price was forming for a very long time on the chart. Very bearish Gareth Soloway man bun pattern. And as we were saying the other day, we just don't know how low the hair is in the man bun. When you got hair in a man bun, guys. All right, let's take it back up to our last local high that we had here. We had basically the head and the man bun. Now, when hair is in a man bun, you don't know how much hair is in there. Hey, Gare, how much hair is in there? He says, I won't share. Why won't he share? Because you don't know. It could be a lot of hair up in that man bun, which could bring us way down low, or it could be a little bit of hair in our man bun. But when you shave the man bun, does it have the opposite effect? Does it cause the price to now pump? Well, you know, honestly, maybe. And when I woke up this morning, I saw the chart. I was like, dude, Bitcoin is absolutely pumping. All right. Now, this price action right now is definitely spicier than the whole box of jalapeno peppers. Good for the heart, high in fiber, very spicy on the way out. And as you can see, guys, I am in a few small positions here. Nothing like usual. Because I've been trading only from my phone. I've been not at the charts the last few days. I'm in a little Bitcoin long here, about 1 Bitcoin position size. And, yeah, it's pumping, baby. All right, it is pumping. So we're going to be talking about what is happening, why it's happening, what we can expect, where we can look for the price to go next. All right, huge shout out to Mike Rowan. Shout out to Mike Rowan. Saw you. Yeah, I saw you, man. Did I correct your grammar on the radar chat? I don't think I was correcting your grammar. I think I was trying to make a joke. Maybe I used the wrong grammar. All right, I'm such a dang jokester. All right, but I saw you on Radar's chat last night, my man. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Cryptic Sniper. He says, let's unravel this greasy man bun. Huge shout out to my man Flopping Groper in the chat. Bro, God bless you, man. It's an honor to have you in the chat. Shout out to Brad Roth. He says, big blessings, bro. Is MEXC KYC now? They will be. MEXC will be KYC by June 30th. All right. By June 30th. All right, wow, would you look at this squeeze we're getting here on the corn, man? Would you look at this squeeze we're getting here on the corn? This is nuts, man. This is nuts. This is nuts! Oh my goodness! All right, you know what? I actually am. I'm going to close out this little short trade that I'm in here. Because it's a local short. Should I close it? We could so easily squeeze to there, man. Hang on, let me see something. What is that, 62.8? Yeah, we could easily squeeze to there, stop me out, and then just CDW those highs. I am going to close that, all right? Looks like there's a little glitch in the system here. What the heck? Hang on. Okay. Yeah, no, it worked. It worked. It worked. All right, I closed the trade. I closed the trade. Last few trades, you know, it's been a hairy time, guys, for me. All right, overall I'm in profit. All right, overall I'm in profit, but I have taken a few. Now I'm actually pretty good on this account here. I'm actually pretty good on this account. So I took a little loss on the long here. I tried to long. Yeah, I took some losses, right? But these losses are kind of like break-even losses in general, right? Because we're making here 6K, 7K, and my losses are like 1,500. So we're in profit, baby. And I wonder why this is not showing up right. Sometimes you got to refresh the screen. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go. All right, here we go now. Yeah, sometimes you got to refresh the screen, guys. All right. So I just closed that out, made a little 1,500. There you go, 1,500 on the short. So all in all, man, what did I make on that? 1,000, 7K on that short. Not bad. 7K on the short. All right, enough of my flopping and groping and talking about these dang trades. Bitcoin is pumping. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if we can't get some dang likes on the stream. Shout out to Osman. I'm from Japan. We are in bullish or bearish season. Why are you walking on the live? I'm walking on the live, my man, because I can. I can do whatever I want. I mean, if the Lord allows me to. But yeah, I don't have a job. I don't have a boss. I can do whatever the heck I want, man. If I want to do cardio while I stream, then I can do it. And if I don't want to do it, then I don't have to do it. And if I don't want to stream, I don't have to. All right? If I want to stop my YouTube channel, I could. I could say tomorrow, and that's it. No more streaming for me. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Are we in bullish territory? Look, we're going to talk about it, all right? Huge, major shout out to Pragmatic Man. All right, we are coming up to a little bit of an area of resistance right here. Let's mark it on our chart. 61,950. All right, this is going to be our first resistance. All right, let's put this on our chart. Resistance 1. Resistance 1 is right here. Resistance 2 is going to be the golden pocket retest from up here to the low. So we got resistance 1 right there, and then we got resistance 2. All right. Resistance 1, resistance 2. Major shout out to Vito. He says, God bless, brother. BingX forcing KYC soon. Yep. Yep, it does look like that, my friend. It really does look like that. They will be doing that soon. All right. So New York has just opened, guys. And so let's really watch what happens here at resistance 1. Because it would not surprise me if we get a little bit of resistance at resistance 1. But it also wouldn't surprise me if we just see Bitcoin continuing to pump like a wild lady throughout the rest of this day. Because that's how Bitcoin likes to do. All right, that is how Bitcoin loves to do it. She loves to do it. All right. Okay, so yeah, get a Paulu ID. That's exactly what I am doing as well. All right. All right. Oh my goodness, Archangel, I am so sorry to hear that. That's insane. I'm so sorry to hear it. All right. All right. Okay. Well, let's pop into the charts here, guys. So, basically, I'm still short from 67K. I'm long from this long that you see here on the stream. And we are, as I said, we are doing something very critical on the chart, okay? We had the bearish Gareth Salaway man bun pattern. The man bun unraveled. Now he shaved the man bun, okay? Now what happens here, what happens in the future really depends on what happens literally right now. Because if we take a look at the chart, let's go to TradingView here. I want to show you guys something very, very important and very, very rare. This is very important and very rare because this only happens once in a blue moon. All right, what we have here, guys, is we have the price losing a range to the downside, very, very bearish, breaking market structure. But at the same time, look at this, all right? Look at this. This is nuts. Someone just showed this to me on my stream this morning. Let's see, can we get it? Can we get it? Come on. Come on, yes, okay. We are kind of holding this range value area high right here. And something else that is very, very important to me right now is the fact that the daily market Cipher B is printing a bottom signal here. A pretty powerful looking bottom signal, to be exact. Now, I know a lot of people are bearish, okay? And I'm sorry for being bullish right now. But I woke up, like I said, when I woke up this morning and I looked at the chart, the amount of shock and excitement, dude, can you believe Bitcoin is pumping like this? All right, wow. I can't even believe it. Mouth immediately open for the thumbnails. All right, wide mouth, strings of spit hanging from between the teeth. Because we are printing a big BitBoy green dot on Market Cipher B. And not only are we printing a big BitBoy green dot on Market Cipher B, but this is also a hidden bullish divergence, guys. All right, I want to show you something very interesting here. All right, now this is just a rough trend line, right? But when you see the price making a higher low in an uptrend and the momentum wave on Market Cipher B, especially on the daily, is getting lower since the last bottom, like we did back in January, that's a continuation pattern. All right, that's a continuation pattern. And I was hoping for lower, to be honest with you guys, to see this continuation pattern. You've been here for weeks, and I've been saying, if I see that pattern right down here at 52, 50K, I would long the farm. This is a little bit higher than what I want, but I want to show some similarities, what we're seeing right now, to what we saw back in January. All right, because I've been saying this range looks very similar to the January range, where a lot of people were feeling very bearish. And let's be honest, a lot of people are feeling bearish right now. All right, I'm on the YouTubes, I'm on the Twitters. People are feeling bearish now, and what we are seeing is two things. First of all, the price did take the lows of this range, but now we're coming back inside. We're coming back inside. That's called a fake out. We saw something very, very similar happen back here in January when we took the lows of the range. We even got a little bit of a bearish back test here, and then bam. But what was the main takeaway from the January range? In my opinion, what made me bullish back here in January, the reason I hopped into a massive long trade here that made me $50,000 in a massive pump was mostly because we reclaimed these lows with the hidden bullish divergence on Market Cipher B. All right, it's a very rare signal. You go back and look, how many times do we get something like this in an uptrend? We've only had it once before since the summer. All right, so this is a very powerful signal. Does it mean we're going to make a new all-time high? We're going to get into that, but in my opinion, if confirmed tonight, it does mean that we are going to at least come to the $67,000, $68,000 golden pocket zone. Because if this is going to be, let's say the top is in here, right? We're not going to ever come straight down. We know we're going to get retests. And if the top is in, then the retest is going to happen right around that $67,000 to $69,000 zone. Why? Because it's the Fibonacci golden pocket. All right, the Fibonacci golden pocket, the old 6 Juanita, the 618 Fibonacci, my high school crush. The girl I had a huge crush on, and I thought she had a huge crush on me, but she didn't. I was in the friend zone, and I didn't realize it. I thought we were going to get matching Ben coin tattoos on our neck and on our hands and live happily ever after off of our crypto gains together. Making YouTube videos, living the life. She had other ideas. She rejected me right from the Fibonacci golden pocket, which is why we need to be aware of that Fibonacci golden pocket for potential rejection. All right. So today, this hidden bullish divergence on Market Cipher B, very, very important. If confirmed, we could see another big move. Now, if we reclaim the 618, now let's be honest, there's two potentials that could happen here. Potential number one is if we make it up here, we reject and we make another low. But potential number two is we do what we did back here in January, right? Remember what happened back here in January? We had our Fibonacci golden pocket and we ignored her. We just went straight on through. All right, that's another potential that could possibly happen right here. Why do I say this? Well, because we have a lot of short liquidity to be taken up here. A lot, right? We've wrecked the longs. Now, Bitcoin loves to wreck the shorts. This is so far a classic Bitcoin move playing out very similar to January. All right. And something else I do want to say, we have a big bit. It's not just the green dot on Mark Cipher on the daily. We're about to confirm a BitBoy green dot. Now you say, Jason, what about the money flow? What about the money flow getting bearish? Yes. Money flow is bearish. Okay. But this is the daily time frame. These things take a long time to play out. Money flow is a leading indicator. On the daily, that means we have potentially days before we see this thing kind of play out, right? Now, we also had money flow getting lower back here as well, and we found support on the 0 line and then got another massive pump. So I'm not ruling out of the equation that the same thing happens right now. Okay, so for me, if this green dot does confirm on Market Cipher B, I am going to be looking for bigger position size long entries to get it to long it up to at least $67,000. All right. Now, if we go ahead and we pull the volume of this range here, all right, we understand this 63K is going to be our first resistance, right? So if, let's say, we do come up to here, find some resistance, and we close the daily candle tonight or whatever, and this dot is confirmed, that to me is saying, Jason, look for the higher low. All right, look for the higher low for something like this, right? Because again, these high turn time frames, they are telling us what is most probable, but it doesn't play out immediately. So a confirmation of a green dot on the daily for me is, all right, locally speaking, I would look to long the dip. I would look for it, all right? Because I know this is a very significant bottom. It's a very rare bullish signal. It doesn't happen very often. And so if we are going to, let's say, reject from 63K, and we pull our fib from the low to 63K, that golden pocket, that 618 Fibonacci, is going to be also right at the retest of these key lows that we had right here for many, many months. In other words, guys, a fake out, a reclaim, a back test, and then move up to 67. This is a real trading idea that I am looking to trade. And if you want to trade Bitcoin, altcoins, I have links to all my exchanges in the description of the video, right? Because, yeah, that's where I'm trading Bitcoins right now. MEXC, best deal on fees. ZOOMEX does not require KYC. And BingX is good for now to trade stocks, Forex, commodities, and futures using your tether as margin. I don't know how long BingX is going to require not require KYC. All right. So this is very key for me, and I'm very keen to the idea that so far, guys, we need to watch to see how this daily candle closes here. If the daily candle closes bullish with a confirmed green dot and a BitBoy green dot, it's going to be really hard for me to say I'm feeling bearish for the next week. It's really hard for me to say I'm expecting Bitcoin to get another big move to the downside when we confirm this, all right? Even in the most bearish scenarios, when we confirm that, it means more upside. I mean, look at this, right? Confirmed it. After the confirm, it was still kind of a bear market, but after we confirmed it, we got a pretty big pump, right? We ended up with a 10% move to the upside. And then we made a higher low and continued more, right? And then down here, look, back in March 2023, bam. All right, let's take a look at even during the bearest of the bear markets. Bearest of the bear markets, we confirm a BitBoy green dot in literally the middle of the bear market, the most bearish time, and we end up with a 28% move to the upside. We got a BitBoy green dot down here on the daily time frame, oversold below the negative 60. What do we get? We end up with a 46% move to the upside, literally, guys, in the middle of a bear market. All right, so go back and look at these big BitBoy green dots on the daily. Now we got ourselves a big BitBoy green dot in the daily in a uptrend, hidden bullish divergence after a fake out and a reclaim of a range. People feeling bearish. All right, the ETFs was a wash. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to that crap at all. I just see little things on Twitter. Outflows. We got the outflows and the inflows and the Hong Kongs and all this. All right. I don't know. All right, this ain't no financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? But yeah, let's see how this candle closes. If it closes bullish, I'm me looking to long the dip, baby. And then once we come up to 67K, this is the make it or break it zone. Either we reject from around here and make another low, or obviously I will be holding a portion of the long trade in case of BAM! All right? in case of BAM. And I'll be honest with you guys, I am bullish. Maybe this is the wrong move. All right, maybe this was the wrong move, but I have even taken out now even half of my short trade that I was in, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was in a short from 70-ish, right? You guys know I was in a short from 72K. When we lost the lows, I added to it to put my entry up here at the last swing high, right? When I saw this reclaim earlier this morning, all right, I took, I hit another TP on the short, right? Now this account here, I will be transparent with you guys about all my trades, okay? So I have basically been taking longs, trying to knife catch this way down here, all right? I'm in profit. I'm showing you guys all my trades, wins and losses. So all people come on here and say, I'm chilling, I'm trying to get people to get liquidated. Look, I long and short, I'm showing you guys my trades, all right? This is all my trades from last week here, all right? All my trades from last week, my wins and my losses, up a couple grand, all right? Then we come over here, I longed 58K, guys, all right? I took a $4,000 loss, all right? Then I took another $2,000 loss, all right? Now, I'm on the short trade, right? I'm already locked in 12K, locked in another 12K, so I'm up 24K on the short, all right? Then I'm trying to long, I'm losing a couple $100 here and there. I took a few longs, all right? Made back 1,000, took some more profits on my short, another 12K, right? So we're up massive on this short trade right now. And then of course, I took another loss on a long, $1,600. And then this morning I closed my short for another almost 8K. So I don't even know. 12 times 4. What's 12 times 4 plus 8? You know, I don't know math. Let's see. That's 56K. That's insane. 56K on the short. And then I probably lost about 10K flopping and groping on these longs. But I also made some money flopping and groping on these longs. So I don't know the exact numbers, but these are all the trades I've taken, guys, in the last few weeks trying to knife catch this. And of course, I didn't even catch the dang knife, because this long trade you see here is not even basically a long trade. It has $1,000 on the position here. It's only $74 in profit. I didn't mean to be in this trade, but I am feeling so bullish this morning that I had about $300,000 on a short trade. And now I've cut it back down in half here, because I really feel that if this candle does confirm, I don't want to be holding a $300,000 short just to get stopped out. I want to at least take some more profits off of that position, and then I can look to get into another short if we come up here, or even add to the one I'm in if we don't, right? But that's how convicted I am now about this bullishness. All right, that's how convicted I am right now about this bullishness. All right, we got Pencil Next in the chat, says somebody. Says Gold-Blooded. Shout out to Gold-Blooded, my man in the chat. I love Pencil Necks. God bless all the Pencil Necks. God bless all the Pencil Necks. All right, I love you guys. I really do. I love all the Pencil Necks. If there are any in the chat, I actually don't see any Pencil Necks in the chat. Did the mods get rid of them? Mods don't have to get rid of the Pencil Necks. All right, huge shout out to Flop and Groper. In the chat, holding it down with the wrench. All right. Yeah, so look, right now, guys, I'm just telling you guys. Now, here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. I'm one of the few YouTubers who trades every single day. I'm here in the trenches. I'm showing you guys my wins. I'm showing you guys my losses. You guys have seen me take wins. You guys have seen me take losses. All right? And another thing you guys know is I stick to my plans. I stick to my analysis. I had the plan to long 58K for a long time. I longed it. I took a pretty hefty loss on it. All right? Now, I'm bullish again. Why am I bullish again? Because of what I'm seeing on the indicator, all right? That's the only thing I can say. The indicator to me looks bullish, right? If we close this daily candle above 60K with a confirmed BitBoy green dot, I am going to be looking to add to and or open new longs on a dip, looking for at least 67, potentially taking the highs. Now, here's the thing. I cannot say for certainty whether or not we are going to continue in a downtrend or an uptrend until we see what happens at $67,000, right? That's how it works. Like you cannot predict the future. People come on here predicting the future, they're either going to be right or wrong. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. All right. The only thing that we can do is we can say, when we come up to this area, we should be looking for an entry to short. Because if the price is going to make a lower high, this is where it's going to be from. So people who always ask, hey, you know, Jason, how do you get the good entries? It's because it's just, if the price is going to reject, it's going to reject from here. So if I'm going to short, I'm going to short from here, right? But if we don't get the rejection from there, then I am saying, yes, we could take all the short liquidity that we have above these highs. All right, absolutely. That's what Bitcoin loves to do. We've seen it happen over and over. Look at this. Back here, we have the highs, we have the lows. First, we take the highs, then we take the lows. We took the highs twice, basically, and then we take the lows. Right, we go back to last summer. We're in a massive sideways range here that lasted literally from like March until September. And look at this. We make the high, we make the low, and we take the highs, we take the lows, and then we continue on up, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at to be happening right here as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to smash up the likes, guys. Because we still have 1 minute to do the giveaway, y'all. We still have 1 minute to do the giveaway, all right? All right. Yeah, you have to take a trade if it meets your standards. I'll be honest with you guys, all right? When I longed 58K, it was not the best move, all right? It was not the best move of me. The reason I longed 58K, to be honest with you guys, is because I didn't even really look at the chart. I just said, if it's going to bounce, it's going to be from here. I was wrong, and let that be a lesson for all of you guys, all right? I didn't mean, I shouldn't have, in other words, taken that loss, all right? So... Alright, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Discover Crypto. He says, good morning, good morning. What's up, Discover Crypto? Shout out to Kat. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish in the chat. Hammer Time. Shout out to Ragnar, who says, you could get the rejection from lower from around 64K. Yep, so we do have some local resistances, all right? 60... Yeah, so right now, exactly. So these areas on my chart right now are the local resistances. So that's more of like a high time frame idea. This is resistance number 2, the golden pocket right up here, right around 64, right? High 63s, we got the golden pocket. But resistance number 1 is actually coming in right here at 61.7. Reason is, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, it's just the support resistance flip of this last little low that we put in right here, okay? So that's gonna be our first local area of resistance. And then of course we have the golden pocket from the 67K high to the low, right? So that's gonna be resistance number 1. This area is gonna be resistance number 2. And you know, if we can reclaim these things, I'm gonna be looking back up toward the highs. Now remember, again, when we're looking at the higher term time frames, right? These things take some time to play out. They take some time to play out. So let's take a look at this kind of like, let's do a bullish scenario where we are gonna, let's say, reject from 67K, but it takes some time, all right? If we pull our fit from here to here, then if we get the move up into our first local resistance, and then we come down for the retrace, that retrace is gonna be right at around the golden pocket is going to be right around these previous lows right here, okay? So even if we get a rejection from our local resistance, we come down then to our local support, and then we can get a move up to our more macro resistance, right? To give us the nice introverted head and shoulder pattern, right? Introverted head and shoulder pattern. Because the introvert, no one pays attention to the introvert until after he's broken out. Right? Everyone's bearish until the introvert breaks out. Okay, so this, you know, obviously we've got many levels to be trading here locally, but the higher term time frame stuff, in my opinion, this is actually what I would prefer. If I could pick anything, I would prefer something like this. And then when we come up here, maybe either back down to the lows and we just range all summer until the fall, or we hold and then we come up a little bit higher, you know. But I think, based all things considered, I really do think that daily market cipher B is showing a bullish signal, and a lot of people are pretty bearish, right? People are pretty dang bearish. All right. All right, let me see who's in the chat, guys. Let me know if you're in the chat. If you have a question, pop it in the chat. Maybe I could give you an answer. All right, 62.3. Yeah, our 62.3. You're looking at 62.3? I'm not really looking at that. PP coin is pumping, baby. All right. Seek Parabolic says right palm is itchy. 65.5 rejection. Rose Ann says Bitcoin rocket ship to the moon. BR Rounder, Dirty Dog dropping a commercial while I'm running the table saw and can't hit skip. Oh man, I'm sorry about that. Why bearish? Why now? I mean, I'm not feeling very bearish right now, honestly. And if this daily candle closes above 60K, really 60,600 is the real level, in my opinion. But yeah, this daily candle closes. BitBoy Green Dot confirms. That's going to be a pretty dang juicy one, in my opinion. All right, it's going to be a pretty dang juicy one, in my opinion. Shout out to Jason Gillespie. How many genders are there? Man, that's a tough question. I'm a huge proponent of LGBT. Longing, gains, Bitcoin, and take profits, baby. And so I don't know, it's a tough question, you know? When I was in college and I got my major in trans non-carbon binary emission gender studies, I learned that there's an infinite number of genders. So take that for what it is, all right? Of course, after I got my degree, I was in a lot of debt, and that's what actually led me into learning how to trade to pay off my debt. And you know what's crazy? But when you're actually doing stuff with your life, working, being productive, making money, you just don't have time to maintain this look every day. You know, you don't have like 3 hours in the morning to do your dang makeup. You know, it's crazy, but now you just look like a normal person, you know? It's as if life just requires you to be a normal person, you know? But, you know, college, man, college. You can live in a little fantasy world for a little bit, all right? How am I calculating my risk? I typically risk 1%, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. With those longs I took from 58K, I didn't risk 1%. I risked a little bit too much on them. My rationale was I'm in these massive shorts. I thought we were gonna bounce. Look, I haven't been sleeping. All right, I made a bad decision. But it doesn't even matter because I'm still in massive profits even after a bad decision. But here's the thing: if you're not in massive profits, don't even think about making bad decisions. And if you are in massive profits, don't make bad decisions, because most of the time, as soon as you make that bad decision, it's gonna be the time that you take a loss. All right, and that's what happened to me. But I'm typically risking 1 to 3%. All right, but yeah. All right. Am I doing a giveaway today? Look, we have 1,400 people in here. We only have 500 likes. The deal is, if we get 1,000 likes the first half hour, we would do a giveaway. But shout out to Jason Spence. God bless you, Jason Spence. It's really good to see you here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. Shout out to the Video Kingdom in the chat as well. Shout out to Jimmy Page. And shout out to Samuel Pelican. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. You can't stop what's coming says, I got something massive in my shorts too. Oh, that's kind of silly there. All right, so Bitcoin is coming up to resistance number 1. Let's see what happens here. We're gonna go to our 5-minute chart. All right, resistance number 1. Just let's see. Are we gonna lose it or are we gonna hold it? You know, if we hold it, we're getting sucked up to the GP, baby. Let's take a look at Market Cipher B on the lower term time frame. Now, keep in mind, guys, like, I have to be honest, all right? I do have to be honest, when the daily looks like this, be careful in your shorts. Like, just be careful. That's all I can say. Let's take a look at market Cipher B here. All right. Let's take a look at market Cipher B. You know, if you're taking shorts, you got to make sure you're scalping them. But look at this, man. You know, money flow is looking pretty good on the 5 minute. Let's check out our 1 minute. 1 minute looks like we could get a little bit of something here, maybe a little bit of a pullback from here. But let's check out our higher term time frame stuff. Okay, yeah, 12 minute, guys. 12 minute, making it look like this actually is an area where we could find resistance. All right, this is an area where we could find some resistance here. All right, definitely an area where we could find some resistance. All right, let's see what's happened here on the order flow as well. Let's go down to the 5 minute time frame. And all right, so we pretty much just had a big decrease of OI as we came up to resistance number 1, which means, yeah, we could find some resistance here. We could spend some time here. We could spend a little bit of time here. Let this 12 minute red dot kind of cool off a little bit. And then maybe we could come down for maybe even a retest of this area here, right? Because to be honest with you right now, if we give all this back right in the moment, go ahead and pull our fib from low to high here. Look at that, right? We might come back down for a retest of this, and then we could get into a little bit of a long. All right. Let's see. And now we got a few longs coming in here as well. All right. Why is Bitcoin pumping? Well, Charles, we've just had a fake out of a range to the downside, my man. We're never going to go straight down. Even if we come down lower, we're not going to go straight down, all right? Even if we come down lower, we're not going to go straight down. But we are at resistance numero uno, all right? We're at resistance numero uno right over here. So let's see if we get a bit of a pullback here. And if we do get a bit of a pullback here, you know, I'll be honest with you guys. I would be looking to. I would be interested in maybe even adding to this trade here, depending on how things look once we come down to this area. All right. So let's see how she blows here. All right, when am I gonna make homesteading videos? I said I was. Yeah, I recorded some content, man. But look, here's the thing. I just can't edit the videos, man. I'll be honest. Look, I tried to make it. I can't edit the videos. All right. I just don't have time to edit the vids. Alright? I don't have time to edit the vids. It's just too much. It's just too much. $4 looking like it could make another low. Let's check out the 4-hour. Yeah, so the 4-hour could make another low. It could give us a bullish divergence, right? It could give us a bullish divergence, but here's the thing, all right? Here is the thing. Let's pop it open. Let's pop it open here on the 4. All right. The last time we got a range fake out to the downside, the 4-hour didn't give us the bullish divergence, right? It did not. It only gave us that hidden daily bullish divergence, right? That's all it gave us here. That's all it gave us. That's all it gave us. So I'm looking for something kind of similar to happen right now. You know, I'm looking for something a little similar to happen right now. I'm looking for something similar to happen here right now. The spam is real today? Man, maybe my mods are really good because I don't see the spam today. I don't see the spam today. I do not see the spam today. Alrighty. We got some peeps in the chat, baby. So, shout out to y'all. We got some peeps in the chat. About 1,600 people. That's amazing. Alright, shout out to Dome Life. He says, alright, Fridays, alright. Shout out to Carpus Media. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He's modding his butt off. Shout out to Dominic Street, who's shouting out the mods. Alright. Mods are good. Spam is getting kicked. Alright. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see. So this is resistance number 1 here, guys. Again, if we are going to find resistance here, right? If we're going to find resistance here, then we could get a move back down toward around the $60,000 zone, right? We could give all that back, right? It's 10 o'clock. That's typically like an hour, half an hour, I guess, after New York opens. Sometimes we get that move, all right? Shout out to Lifehacks. Do you still use MEXC? No, I do not. Shout out to Valerie. God bless you, Valerie. Shout out to Ahmad. Jason Casper, can you see the Wyckoff reaccumulation chart and compare it to Bitcoin daily time frame? It looks like a reaccumulation schematic. Sure. I'm not going to look at the chart, but yeah, like essentially what we have is the fake out of the lows. That's essentially what we have, right? Is the fake out of the lows. So, you know, I guess that's pretty Wyckoffy. All right. Did Bojan short? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if Bojan shorted. Shout out to Bojan, though. My man, Bojan. This weekend will be wrecked after this short squeeze. You know, I'm kind of feeling that as well, man. I'm kind of feeling that as well. You know, I'm feeling that as well. Yeah, I'm feeling it as well. Let's see what happens. Yo, Bitcoin, I'm about to give the cheese. Let's see what happens after weekend short squeeze. As the candles go down, Bitcoin bulls, their face starts to frown. Then we come a little high, Bitcoin to the sky, pumping right back. And you know it's gonna fly, but we're coming to resistance every single day. If we reclaim, Bitcoin goes the distance, looking my way. Here we go on the chart, got the TA looking like a nice work of art as we come up to the next green line. The Bitcoin price about to go in time. Maybe we get a rejection from here, then we come back down to retest, my dear, at the golden pocket. Can you spot it? Support resistance flip, then the price will rock it back to the highs, up into the sky. Got the blue candles pumping straight into my eyes. And here we go as the price starts to fly. Hopefully I don't have to say goodbye to my Bitcoin longs while I'm rapping this song every day on the treadmill, going really long. About a half hour in, Bitcoin price, then we're about to begin. Hit it up, yeah. Got a freestyle Friday, Bitcoin price, it's about to go my way. We're longing, we're shorting, we're songing, we're horting. Every single day when we're looking and we're scorting. Got the price on lock, Bitcoin resistance gonna drop to the next area of support. Hopefully you don't short, don't get hoard, yeah. Alright. Well, man, that beat, I like that beat a lot, you know? I like that beat a lot. I like the beat a lot. What's my bull price target for the bull run? Between 80K and 120K. That's my honest bull target, all right? So shout out to J-Boy Bullish, also spitting the bars in the chat, man. All right. Shout out to David. Shout out to the Dusty Hunt. Is Bitcoin a good stock? Well, the CEO is in jail. Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of Bitcoin, is in jail. So, you know, it's an okay stock. All right, it's an okay stock. It's not the best stock. It's not the best stock. All right, let's pop on over to Market Cipher B to see what we got going on here. We have not yet changed market structure here. All right, we have not yet changed market structure. What we have here simply is we come up to the resistance, we get a rejection, we come back down to make a higher low so far at support. 12-minute red dot confirmed. So we could start to see a bit of a move down yonder. We could start to see a bit of a move down yonder here. If we do, well, we know where we're looking. We know where we're looking if the price starts cooking, you know. We know where to look if the price starts to cook. We know where to look if the price starts to cook. We got our plans in advance so we don't get shook, you know. Yeah. I said we know where to look. We know where to look. We know where to look if we're about to cook. We got our plans in advance so we don't get shook. We know where to look. Oh, now the beat's over. Well, that's a bummer. Well, that's a huge bummer. All right, so let's see if we do change local market structure here, and let's take a look also at the order book. All right, we don't see any like bearish CVD or anything like that. Yeah, actually we do see a little bit of bearish CVD here, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, if we don't take these lows here, at least, then we could see higher prices. Let me lower this beat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Shout out to Hamza Quasi. Man, God bless you. That's awesome. That is awesome. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Bitcoin coming to a local resistance, and we are seeing if we're going to get a pullback from local resistance. And if we do get a pullback from local resistance, then we are potentially going to get a move all the way back down to 60K to look for a retest at the local golden pocket, and 60K also being a pretty important support resistance flip, right? So, you know, also we could pull the golden pocket from the low, and then we could say, you know, maybe we're looking for a retest all the way back down at around 58.5. But honestly, a nice retest around 60K-ish, that would be actually pretty nice, in my opinion. All right, here we go. Now we're losing the structure here. All right, we're losing the structure right here. Okay, we just made a lower low. We might CDW this, so, you know, we might CDW this. Uh-oh, what the heck? All right. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, so we might, if we hold above this white line now, that's a very local CDW because we've taken the lows of this local range. All right. But if we start to come down, we could see more of a retrasamonte down yonder. Okay, a retrasamonte down yonder. So look, here's the thing, guys. I am not actually going to take profits on my short here, on my long here, Freudian slip. Reason being, guys, is because I've already taken a little profit on it, and this is the only long I have, right? So it's the only long I have. So I'd rather be looking to potentially add to it at lower prices. I don't want to take profits here. I want to hold a bigger position. So if we do get a retest like this, then I can add to it at a lower price, and I can add a lot more to it on the retest without ruining my position size. All right. But what's a CDW? It is a liquidity grab. All right. This has to be market manipulation. Not really, man. It is just like the way markets do like to move. All right. Markets do like to move this way. All right. Are we bullish or bearish, Alex? Well, look, man. I'll be honest with you. I've given my case for why I'm leaning bullish if the daily candle closes a certain way today. Okay, but that doesn't mean we don't have trades to take. All right, look at this. We come up to resistance. All right, resistance right here, and we get a little bit of a pullback, right? Locally, if we're going to talk about the next few minutes, you could say we're bearish, right? But if we zoom out more, you could say, all right, well, we're making lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs, maybe make a higher low and a higher high up to resistance. So you could say on a more zoomed out view, we're feeling a little bit more bullish, right? But then you zoom out even more and you could say, well, you know, look at this. We're in a macro downtrend, which means, you know, high, low, lower, high, lower, low. And then, you know, we make another lower high and another lower low. So like, it depends on the time frame, my friend. My overall, what I expect to happen for Bitcoin is if we close a daily candle today looking like this, with this very bullish candle, especially if we can close it above the level of $60,000, right? Then I expect eventually a move up to 67,000. It's conditional for me, because if we reject from here and the daily candle closes all the way back down here, well then forget it. But if we confirm the BitBoy green dot on market Cipher B and this candle is closing above here, right? Even if we get a little pullback, but eventually we close above here, then even if we get more pullbacks at resistance, I would eventually expect to come to the $68-ish thousand zone. And then when we come to 68, this is another conditional level. You know, where what happens here is conditional, right? This is a place to look for a swing short to a new low, but it's also a place where we recognize if we don't reject here, then we could absolutely go for the highs, right? Now, look, we also have to understand that although as traders and hodlers and people in the crypto space, The last few days seems like a roller coaster of emotion. The other reality is, guys, we have our highs and we have our lows of a sideways range. All right. Objectively speaking, guys, we are still within that range. All right. Objectively speaking, we are still within now the lower boundary of the range. Right. We got a little fake out, but now we're back inside. Right. So we have to take everything in context. You know, are you a holder? Are you a Bitcoin holder? Because you also have to, like, where are you coming from when you ask the question, bullish or bearish? Are you a day trader? Are you a holder? Are you a swing trader? Because the way you answer that question is going to be different depending on what you're coming to these markets for. Are you coming to these markets for scalps? You know? Or are you looking to sell because you bought Bitcoin at like 20K? You know, if you bought Bitcoin at 20K, I would sell. In fact, I sold 20% of my Bitcoin at this exact price, $61,000. I sold it along the way up right over here. Back in February, I sold 20% of my spot Bitcoin holdings that I've been accumulating aggressively under $30,000 and extremely aggressively under 20K. So, you know, the Bitcoin that I was accumulating in this zone here, right around this area, I sold 20% right up here, okay? So I plan to sell another 20% at $80,000, and I plan to sell another 20% at $100,000. Are we gonna hit those targets? I don't know. I think so. I think so, and I also think that even if we continue in this downtrend here, locally, right? I would expect to find support around 50K. And I will be honest with you. I am willing to hold and buy Bitcoin so long as we're not losing this major support resistance flip at around 30K, right? So that's how I'm playing it. And if I'm wrong, then I am wrong, baby. And I will just say I was wrong and it didn't work out. You know? What's a CDW? A CDW is a chickens drinking water pattern. All right, shout out to John West. He says XCN is the easy 10x. All right, guys, do your own research with our man John West. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. It's an easy 10x, all right? I don't know anything about it, all right? I don't know anything about it. All right, coming back to the charts here, you can see that we did, in fact, take the lows of the range. See, look at this, guys. The 1 minute literally did what the daily has done, right? We form a sideways range, and we come down to the lows of the range. We take the lows, we get a little fake out, and then bam, all right? A little fake out, and then bam. Bam-o, whammo, bam-o. All right, whammo, bam-o. Now, Dan says, I wouldn't be surprised if we're at 200K Bitcoin a year from now. Do I expect 60K or 63 first? I don't know, man. Like, see, here's another thing about the way I trade is I don't typically make predictions. I don't know. But all I can say for certain is if we can close the daily candle bullish like this with the BitBoy green dot confirmed, all right, the Big Ben Armstrong green dot down here confirmed, then I am expecting a move up to eventually $67,000 to $69,000. How we get there, I don't know. But here's the thing. Here's my mentality. This green dot confirmed doesn't mean long to me. This green dot means look for a long if we get a retrace. So let's say we do come up to 63 and we get a rejection. That tells me, okay, we're rejecting from 63. Now I can look to bounce from 60, right? But let's say we don't even make it up to 63, but we still confirm the green dot. That's still telling me to look for a bounce from around 60, right? I don't know which one is going to come first, all right? But also, like, if you know your areas of support or resistance in advance, then you can kind of like take trades, you know? You could take trades. Like, for example, the level we came to right now could make for a nice scalp trade, right? Make for a nice little scalp trade. And you don't know if your scalp trade will turn into something more. Or you don't know if the scalp trade will turn into something a little bit more. You just don't know. You know? You just don't know. You just don't know, baby. So, for example, I've taken a little bit of a scalp trade myself from that level. I don't know if it's gonna dump or keep on pumping, but doesn't matter to me. All right, up to hill. I trade only meme coins. What are the disadvantages? There's no meme coin. There's no disadvantages. If you're trading only meme coins, there's literally no disadvantages, in my opinion. If you're making money doing it, then may God bless you, all right? What is this indicator with the green dot? This is market Cipher. The best trading indicator you could possibly use in TradingView, all right? It does give the most powerful, accurate, time-tested signals above any other indicator, all right? Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm the world's #1 market Cipher shill, although I think maybe I am. But I'm saying it because, look, it works. And before I was shilling Market Cipher, before I was on YouTube, I was trading with Market Cipher. All right, before I made YouTube videos, I was trading with Market Cipher. The only reason I started making YouTube videos, actually, is because, well, I'm not going to get into that. But before I was even making YouTube videos, I was trading with Market Cipher. So I'm not one of these YouTube guys that comes on here just to shill stuff. I was doing this before I was making YouTube videos, all right? And I've used many indicators in my life because I used to trade. I'm not even going to get into that, but I was looking for the holy grail combination of indicators, and I had like 5 or 6 that I would use all at the same time. Market Cipher is the only one you need. Market Cipher B. All right, the money flow. Very, very powerful, strong indicator. Also, these BitBoy green dots down here, very strong indicator. All right, but here's the thing I will also say about indicators, guys. The indicator does not make the trader, okay? You could have the best indicator in the world and still lose money. In fact, I am convinced that you could have somebody tell you the exact top and bottom of every move and still lose money, because trading is mostly about getting your psychology and your emotions under control. You could have someone literally tell you, buy now, sell now, buy now, sell now, and you would still lose money because you would hold winning trades into losing trades. You wouldn't take profit. You wouldn't have a stop loss planned out. You wouldn't know what the heck is going on. All right. The indicator is the final icing on the cake when it comes to trading. The first thing is the actual price action itself. The second thing is the analysis, understanding the market and the environment. And then the third thing is the indicator. The indicator is what tells you whether or not to go in or get out of a trade, right? That's what the indicator is there for. The indicator is not going to make you profitable. Your psychology, your strategy, that's what's going to make you profitable. The indicator is going to give you the edge to be more profitable. The indicator is going to take what you already have and amplify that, all right? The indicator is not going to make you a good trader. So don't fall into this hype out there, the Lux algo, the this, the that, the even Market Cipher, all right? You gotta know what you're doing before you use any indicator. But as far as indicators go, Market Cipher is the best, all right? It's the best. I have taken trades, and I have held in my sentiments against the grain because of what Market Cipher has told me. And it's been right more times than not. And here's the thing. In hindsight, when I'm wrong, I can say, well, you know what? It was my own psychology that was giving me glasses that was making me see wrong. All right. Why don't I use DBSI? Look, the reason I don't use DBSI is because, all right, is because I do not want all that stuff on my chart, all right? I don't want all that stuff on my chart. It's just too much. I already got 1 million lines on my chart. You guys see my actual charts. Let me show you my actual chart here. All right, I'm going to show you my actual chart here. This is my actual chart that I trade with every single day. All right. I don't want any more stuff on the chart. All right. So, like, when I'm doing analysis here for y'all, like, I'm just, you know, I got a few things on the chart, but in reality, I got 1 million things on my chart. I got 1 million things on my chart, and so I don't want extra stuff, all right? Also, here's the thing. You got to understand, too, there's only so many voices you can listen to when it comes to trading. I could take a trade, and I could be in a short trade, let's say, and I was feeling bearish, which made me take the short trade, and then if I have too many pieces of information, then all of a sudden I start to second guess myself, right? I'm thinking, oh, should I really short? Maybe I should close the short. You know, you start to second guess yourself, and it's like there's only so much information, right, that you can take in your brain. You could at any point in time make a bullish or a bearish case, and you just got to stick to your guns once you're in that position. And so I don't want too many voices whispering in my ear. You know, I don't want too many voices whispering in my ear. Let's see what's going on in the 5-minute time frame here. All right, so have we hit that golden pocket or anything like that? No, we did not hit the golden pocket, but we did come back up to local resistance here. All right, now, like I said, I did take a short scalp from here. All right, I did take a short scalp. All right, I did let the community know as well in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. All right, let everyone know about the scalp and my TP1. All right, this is where we do every single day. We're doing live streams in here. We're giving our trade setups. All right, showing our wins, showing our losses. All right, showing our wins, showing our losses. All right, it's not just me. We also got Boyan in here doing the same thing. Look at this. Boyan gave the short as well this morning. And we got K-Pax in here absolutely crushing it. Showing their trades, guys. K-Pax crushing it. Look, he made $59,000 in a day, man. Trading. All right, these guys are the real deal. All right. And these guys are live streaming every single day, giving you your setups, giving their plans, including myself. And we got a whole entire beginner's course in here. Let's see, where's the course? Right here, the beginner zone. We got the journey, a spot trading journey to teach you discipline and all that kind of stuff. We got ourselves a whole course for beginners in here that goes over all this stuff that we're talking about. Plus, we have the most thriving, best, funniest, buffest trading community in the world. All right, 24/7 people in here chatting, sharing memes, having a good time. All right, JasonCasperTrading.com if you're interested in joining the community. All right, so look, I've hit a little TP1. I consider this a scalp trade. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out at literally no loss, actually a tiny little gain. And if we keep dumping from here, well, then we can look for lower prices, right? So we'll have to see what happens, especially as we come up to these local areas of retest and all that stuff. All right, your feelings are the best indicator. Sure thing, my man. Shout out to Overcome. I was not in Stick to Your Guns, man. But I know the band. Yeah, we're a swole community. All right? We are a swole community. The Casper Crew is the buffest trading community. All right? We are the buffest trading community. All right? Boyan is a competitive bodybuilder. K-Pax is always at the gym. White Phoenix has had his hand in bodybuilding. All right? I'm a gym enthusiast myself. All right, so maybe, perhaps this is, we're going to see what happens here on this area of resistance. We've changed market structure, which basically means, you know, we could do this. And if not, then we will be looking up to our next area around 63, let's say 63.5. Move up to around 63.4, 63.5 for our next area of resistance here. Right, so I'm expecting this is a key zone right here, guys. This is one of those areas where, look, we are either going to get a rejection or we're going to pump up to 63.5. All right, that's why I'm taking the short here, right? Because this could be the rejection. All right. All right, huge shout out to, we got some super chats in the house, baby. Massive shout out to, huge massive shout out to. Hang on. Let me go ahead and like all these super chats. Any thoughts on how markets will react to the pump once they open? Asked Pragmatic Man. Sorry, I missed your super chat, Pragmatic Man. I don't know. I guess the way they've been acting. All right. Shout out to Vito. Shout out to Jason Spence. Shout out to John West. Shout out to Alec for your $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Alec. Shout out to the Video Kingdom. Can we check render? Sure, we can check render. What needs to happen to trigger alt season? Bitcoin needs to pump and then go sideways for like a few weeks. Shout out to Overcome. Shout out to All Star Auto Group. He says, "Hi Jason, do you have a promo for your courses? I tried SBF and it didn't work." Currently, there's no promo for the courses, but we are going to have a VIP special starting today. We'll do 50% discount for everyone who's in VIP Discord. All right, so we got to look at render for the video kingdom. Render USDT. All right, we're going to take a look at Market Cipher B on the daily. Market Cipher B on the daily. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, so honestly, we do have some hidden bull div here. We don't have any regular bull div. I would love to see the video kingdom. I would love to see us come down a little bit lower. I would love it. Look, if Bitcoin's going to bottom here, we could expect a lot of coins are also at their bottoms. We have anchors and triggers, money flow getting lower. We got a nice BitBoy green dot with hidden bullish div on the daily. Let's check out the 4-hour. As we made that low, we did have some regular bullish div on the 4-hour here. So it does look kind of nice. And we are bouncing from the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone. So it actually does look nice for a move to the upside. It looks nice for a move to the upside. If the bottom's in, this is a very beautiful place. If the bottom's in, because we got to think to ourselves, hidden bull div, regular bull div combo at this low here. Change of market structure, we made a higher high. We come down to bounce from the local Golden Pocket 786. If we are going to continue an uptrend, this is where it's going to be from. So yeah, I could see that. I could see that. All right. All right. Let's pop back on the Bitcoin chart here. All right. You guys are amazing. I love all of you. God bless you all. Guys, I'm sorry to say, but I do have to head out. Got a lot of things to do today as well. It's a Friday. God bless everybody in Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. And for me, as I always say, every stream, the most important thing in my life is my relationship with Jesus, because only in Jesus is there hope for humanity. That's the only thing that can fix the problem of humanity, our destructive, sinful nature. Only Jesus can fix that. And the fact that God loves us so much that even though we were in a fallen, sinful state, he himself wanted to actually come down and save us. He took on flesh and he died to pay the penalty for all the bad things we've ever done. And then he rose again from the dead to vindicate himself. That indeed, he is God. And now if we put our trust in him, he promises to give us his Holy Spirit to fundamentally change us, to remove the sinful nature from us so we can be born again as a new creation. And we actually have the hope of an eternal purpose. I was talking to my daughter the other day, and you know, I'm always confronted with the stark reality of how futile life is. Like, life is so meaningless and purposeless. You're literally just sleeping so you can get tired again. You're eating so you can get hungry again. You're making money so you can spend it and need to make more money again. You have sex so you can get horny again. I know it's a little crude, but it's true. There's no satisfaction in this life. It's just, and it's cruel, and there's sickness, and there's death. And you can never be satisfied. And then you die. So meaningless, but in Jesus, there's actually eternal purpose because he created you for a specific literal purpose that transcends this existence. We're stuck in this fallen state, but God himself loved us so much and desired relationship with us so much that he did what was possible to restore what we were meant to be. We were meant to be more than this, guys. We were meant to be more than this, all right? That being said, I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.